Hi, thanks for tuning in today. I've had this now for about 45 minutes. I'm really excited about it. We're going to take a look. This is the Tyndale Greek New Testament. Crossway's put this out. It's a journal edition. This is 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. And I want you to see, I'm going to mark in it for the first time, and let's take a look. And some people are interested in those sorts of things. I like it, so tune in. Watch us. So if you've purchased a nice leather edition Greek New Testament, you might find, like I do, I've got this one, and I find that it's really hard to bring myself to write in it. Even though I like writing in my Bibles, your relationship with a book tends to like change. As soon as you make the first mark within the pages of it, I mean, I'm not talking about like the presentation page, but actually in the text of Scripture, once you make your first mark, especially in a Bible, everything just seems to change. Well, Crossway has put together a edition of the Greek New Testament that you might not feel so uncomfortable writing in. But still, first time you try to make a mark in a Greek New Testament or a Bible or whatever, the first time you make a mark in it, just kind of hard to do. And one of the things, you know, just looking through how beautiful it is without any of your marks in it. But here's the moment of truth. Pen is open. About to put pen to paper. Will I do it? And there it is. This book is officially marked in now. I really like these pens, by the way. Daryl Burling over at Master Testament Greek recommended these pens to us a long time ago, and they are fantastic. So what I'm marking here, let me kind of zoom in and tell you what I'm marking right here. So what I'm marking here is in 2nd John, it's one of the things that actually stood out to me. In the King James Version, it says, look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have wrought, but that we receive a full reward. When I was reading this, I can't remember if I first read it in the Tyndale Greek New Testament or what edition, but it was something other than the Byzantine text form. And I was surprised because instead of saying, we lose not those things, it actually, in the Tyndale Greek New Testament, the most critical edition, says, ye lose not those things. And that's quite a bit of a difference. And also, you know, based on the glosses that I've learned, it's a little bit stronger than just what it's in the King James Version. It's that we destroy not. So John's warning them, don't you guys destroy those things that we've worked for. If the critical editions have the correct reading against the Byzantine reading. If it's the Byzantine reading, it's a little bit softer. It's not like as much as a direct rebuke. You know, if you say, let's not lose the things that we've worked for, you know, and that was another thing when I was reading it, you know, reading the King James Version, the word wrought, I mean, it basically carries the same connotation, but when you say the things that we've worked for, now, I suspect that, you know, the old debates about works and grace and faith kind of entered into a little bit of the translation here. When you say that we don't destroy or that ye don't destroy the things that we worked for, has a different flavor than saying the things that we wrought. That ye might receive a full reward, or that we might receive a full reward. Anyways, that textual variant there was the thing that really struck out to me in this particular passage this time. But let me share with you just briefly, and I am going to leave a link down below. There's already a really good review of this on YouTube, and I don't want to cover all the same territory, but I do want to mention Just a few things like I normally do. The binding on this is a sewn binding, so you can lay it flat. Also, the paper quality is excellent, nice thick paper, as you would expect. You've got generous margin space on the edges. I wish those margins were a little bit wider. It doesn't matter to me the space right here as much, personally, the space in between the lines. I don't know if we can get you so you can see that. But if you're going to be like writing out your own translation, that space would be pretty nice there. The font, probably about a 10, probably the same thing, or 9.5 font. It's the same, basically the same size font you're going to see in your regular Tyndale Greek New Testament. Nice clear font. It's not excessively large, so if you're looking for a large print edition, this isn't going to be it. So what are we up to? We talked about the paper, font size, binding. Yeah. Oh, and one thing I do want to mention to you, it's important, is that this does not have any textual apparatus at all. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you though. What I plan on doing with mine, I plan on, this is kind of be just something I can carry around. This only costs about $5. So this is something I could take to work for me. I could take to work with me and not worry about it getting, you know, beat up as bad as like a nice leather bound one. I can put copious notes in it. I wish it actually had a fuller apparatus than the actual regular Tyndale Greek New Testament. But for whatever reason, they have not put an apparatus in this, and I would say that's one of the drawbacks. But overall, just to carry around and to make notes and read, I really like this one, and so just wanted to share those thoughts with you. I hope you enjoyed the first marking of this this small edition of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. And thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like these sorts of things, you like reviews, like the Greek New Testament, you like any of those things, it helps me out a lot if you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and so thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.